All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Hello. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. We're tuning in from home today, so I was just getting set up, everyone. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all good. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. What am I on about? Happy wishing the week away. Happy Wednesday, guys. I'm not sure Australia's far ahead, but it's not that far ahead. Happy Wednesday, guys. Audio and video good. Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Welcome back, everyone. You guys on YouTube. If anyone's new here, my name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. And I mainly focus on gold here in the European session. So that's what we're going to be having a look at here today, guys. Wednesday today. I don't know where I'm at. We're going on the. I'm going to Bali tomorrow for the trading retreat. So yeah, I've had a pretty busy day trying to get everything. Trying to get everything ready for that. Yeah. Happy weekend. Yeah, we're not quite there just yet. We've had some great moves on gold this morning. Maybe next time. Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll do another one towards the end of the year for sure. But yeah, I'm heading over to Bali tomorrow, so I won't be on the live stream tomorrow, guys, but I'll be back on Friday to end the week off strong, and then the following week I will be in Bali for the guys on the trading retreat for the whole week. I'm in the future, so I'll give you guys some tips on where gold's gonna go. Hopefully get some perfect weather. Yeah, hopefully. I know I did check the forecast. It was looking pretty crazy. But yeah, we've seen a lovely buy on gold this morning, guys. Like I say, I haven't traded this morning just because I've been very busy getting everything ready for the trading retreat. But we called some amazing buys here in our Asia session for price to come up and have a pullback into this sort of potential head and shoulders region before then seeing a big push lower. Now, it is CPI day today, guys. It is CPI day today. We do have CPI at 1:30 in London time. So that's kind of the main news that the markets have been waiting on this week. And that's what we're here for. Let me just skip this copyright-free music in a little bit. Hopefully that's not too loud. That should be all good. But yeah, CPI day today at 1:30 London time. And then we do also have news tomorrow, PPI at 1:30 London time again. And then on Friday, 3 p.m. London time, we have consumer sentiment. So we're in for a pretty busy week from now onwards, guys. We're in for a pretty busy week. Now, yesterday, guys, before we have a look at what we got for today, you guys remember yesterday in our London session, we were talking about buys to come up and pull back into this nice liquidity level and to pull back into these NFP breakout lows. So if you guys remember yesterday's stream, that's the levels we were talking about. And gold ended up breaking into them highs beautifully. Now, when we jumped on, unfortunately, we'd had most of the move, even though I did get most of it on the combine. But once we got into these highs, what does this do, guys? These rejections and this range from up here. Let me just turn my brightness up here. This brings in a lot of sellers. Where they sit their stops right just above that high. So that's why yesterday we were calling the longs up into these highs here. We had Coach Hoop talking about 33.60 as well, which ended up getting grabbed beautifully. Then you came up, you held the lows of this NFP breakout level, and then had a beautiful pullback. So yeah, really nice buys yesterday. You ended up holding this support on the 30-minute and having a lovely run up. So gold was very nice yesterday. Let me just move my screens around here, see what we get for today as well. Good morning, everyone. Did any of you guys get the buys that we called yesterday? Like I always say to you guys, remember, keep these liquidity levels on your charts because they do get hit very well. And then our levels for today in the Asian session was priced to come up and liquidate these highs and some fake out buys from here. So once this 30-minute closed back above this support, there was a really nice 100-tick trade here in Asia as well. So I know some of you guys did get the Asia trade, which was absolutely beautiful. And then pre-London, it looks like we're having a bit of a pullback here. So I'm going to delete all this analysis, guys, and we're going to do we'll do some fresh levels here. Amazing trades yesterday, amazing calls here in Asia today, but let's do some fresh pre-CPI levels here for the day. And we'll have a look at NQ as well. We'll have a look at all markets this morning, guys. But remember, it is pre-CPI. So for me personally, pre-CPI, with all of the moves that we have seen today in Asia, personally, I'm going to be sticking to the combines. I'm happy to trade on the combines instead of trying to trade the XFAs. I haven't traded these at all today. Like I said, I was very busy getting the retreat ready, but it's lovely to see Asia having a nice push up. So let's have a look here, guys. So this is the you guys on Zoom. We spoke about this in our Asia market call. Yeah, nice, Craig. Nice. Caught pre-London and on trade yesterday. Yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. We've had some great opportunities this week. Crazy opportunities. Took 41 in Asia and 62 ticks. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. The big news coming up. Getting 100 ticks, man, you can lock yourself out. So have a look at the daily here, guys. Let me just make sure you guys can see this. Cool. I'm on the laptop setup today, so excuse me. I was just moving a few things around. You guys will join me from Bali on Friday as well. So this is the importance of the daily time frame, guys. So coming onto the charts on Friday, this day we were shorting gold for this daily bottom wick. That gave us 200 ticks. And then yesterday, remember guys, I said yesterday we're looking to buy up into yesterday's high. Well, that wick gave 250. So a 200 tick sell opportunity on Monday, a 250 tick buying opportunity yesterday, all by understanding the daily time frame and understanding liquidity levels. Yesterday, we were talking about price to come up and liquidate these highs. Monday, we were talking about easy shorts down into lows. Well, now on the daily time frame, we have grabbed both sides. And that's what I was saying to the guys this morning. This is now where we want to be very much more neutral. We've grabbed the daily lows. We've now also grabbed the highs, failed to close above or below. So we're pretty much trapped within a pretty decent range here. And if we're going to get a big breakout today on gold, it's very likely going to happen with CPI. So today in London, we are pretty much looking to play some ranges. Overall today, I do like the idea of gold having a little bit of a pullback, maybe with the news or before the news, to come down and squeeze some of this trend line. Again, it's all going to be dependent on how the news comes out, but you kind of got a beautiful trend line coming up here, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see gold come down and squeeze some of these lows. You had this really nice run up here in Asia. Now, previous 4 hour did close bullish, so we would anticipate you're at least going to tap into previous 4 hour highs. So previous 4 hour high could be a nice liquidity level for us today. If we just mark that on here, that was that lovely grab in Asia. Grab the lows, nice squeeze higher. So could we be coming down to test some of these areas to see gold continue pushing up and fulfill maybe yesterday's high? Intraday is looking pretty likely. Now, 30-minute closing bearish, I would like to see some 30-minute fake out buy opportunities. So what I mean by that is a fake out buy. If we close below and then close straight back above, that closure back above can confirm that this is a fake move, and then great, we could be looking for some longs. So potential longs for the London session for gold, guys. I would like to see a little bit more confirmation from this 30-minute time frame first. With that 30-minute actually closing bearish, maybe even a 15 closure. How do we got? 30 seconds till the first 15 closure. We got London open in about 15 minutes as well. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see us get back above this level, confirm a fake out, and then see if we can get some intraday longs on gold before potential shorts. You've had a lovely run up today. You grab the lows, you break out, you pull back, grab lows again, break back above, lovely break back higher. So we are creating some pretty nice intraday bullish structure. So I would like to see this continue pushing. That's a pretty strong 15-minute close there. Let me have a look at the 5. But like I say, guys, I'm going to be trading my I'm going to be trading the combines here today. I'm going to be trading the combines. But let's see if we can come down, maybe grab some lows and break some highs. I wouldn't mind looking for some longs. I think longs make the most sense for now. You know, maybe even to come up and grab some 4-hour highs, like you just tapped in some nice lows here. You kind of bounced right off that VWAP level as well at 54.3. So I would like to see gold come down, maybe grab some 5-minute lows, break back above, and then see if we can get some nice longs here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. But yeah, we may see it off a potential 30-minute fake out play. But look at this hourly. Starting to leave a pretty huge rejection, grabbing previous hourly lows. With that 15-minute closing bullish, I mean, it's not a bad place to give longs a shot soon. Let's just see if we can grab some 5-minute lows and maybe break some of these highs and see if what would this range be. 60 ticks range, pretty nice. Good morning, man. Good morning. Yeah, Morningstar would be nice. Yep, I agree, man. I agree. A nice Morningstar play would be very, very nice. Thank you for being consistent with showing up. Thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Absolutely. Always look forward to jumping on these streams with you guys. So yeah, absolutely. Like I say, I haven't been on the charts too much today, so kind of doing some fresh analysis with you guys here. See what we get for this. See what we get for this London session. Was there any pre-London trades today? Where are we at? 6 a.m. Not really. Kind of broke down pre-London, but you know, given the fact that we were very bullish, I probably wouldn't have shorted that. So I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any pre-London trades today. But look at this. If this hourly re-breaks these highs, we could see a really nice push. Could be seeing some nice pushes today. Yeah, sat on the sidelines. Yeah, you had that really, really nice run in London. I was so tempted just to take a shot at these buys in London from our big support level. I think we had our zone on the currency chart like pretty much right here, and it literally tapped into our zone, grabbed them lows and rejected. I was like, man, as this was breaking the highs, I didn't because I couldn't fully focus on the charts today because I was trying to get the retreat stuff ready. But I was so tempted to take a shot at this. It kind of nice little inverse head and shoulders as well. So I was like, yeah, as soon as you grab those and break high, I was like, yeah, I'm really tempted to give this a shot. Yeah, we can have a look at NQ definitely. I can see gold potentially giving me a setup in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so I want to keep my eye on gold. But yeah, we'll absolutely have a look at NQ as well. Took the 30-minute fake out at 3:30. Let's see, man. Let's see. 3:30. Oh, this one, nice. Do you get the buys from here? This scalp? Yeah, that was a lovely. Once this came down here, grabbed the lows, broke back above. Buying that 30-minute one there would have been beautiful. Lower. 30-minute highs. Where do you get it from? Like down here? Oh, look at this. We're starting to break back high here on gold, guys. I'm trying to see if we get some longs here in a second. I was hoping we could just wick some lows, but we may be getting a long here soon on gold. We're looking to get a pretty decent squeeze here. We'll have a look at all other markets in a second, guys. I want to see if we're going to get this gold trade. I'm kind of imagining, you know, any rejections from here, maybe bringing some sellers, hit some stops just above. Looking for this play back down, but to be honest, I want to see us grab some lows and then see if we can actually get long here. And then we'll have a look at some. We'll have a look at some other markets as well. Let's see. Oh, nice. Let me see, Sean. Let me see. Yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. So you took that 30 flip. Yeah, that was a lovely entry from. Where did you get it from? Here. Yeah, that was beautiful. Especially here because this 30-minute came down and grabbed the lows as well. So you actually grabbed the lows and broke back above. That was beautiful. Like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sorry, I got long too. Nice, nice, nice. Nah, not really. I'm kind of, this trade may more so be based off the hourly, man. Hourly massively wicked out lows, so trying to get a strong 30-minute fake out to play this hourly breakout, which you may get here in a second. These rejections to me scream retail's trying to short this, and to me, I'd love to see this wick some highs, but how's that 15? 15's, yeah, look at that 15. Grab the lows here, broke out straight back above. Yeah, 5-minute trend line as well. Yep, I see that, man. I see that. It may take until it's London Open, though. Let's see. Please take a look at crude oil for a potential short. Yep, absolutely, we can. Let me just give this 5 more minutes here on Goldie. Let me give this 5 minutes. Yeah, let me wait for this next 5-minute close here on gold. If we push from here, that's fine. We may have to wait for the hourly close, but I would like to be I'd like to be buying this soon. I think you get a lot of people trying to short here, getting squeezed out of their positions. To me, these highs look very nice. Look at these hourly rejections. We may even see it off the next hourly. The next hourly may come down, give a bottom wick, form that kind of morning star play, and then you may see it. I'm not interested in any shorts today on gold. The only way I'll consider some shorts if you maybe close back below this range here. But as of right now, you're holding major levels, grabbing lows and breaking higher. So I want to be following the intraday momentum, which has been bullish for the whole entire Asian session. And we're also grabbing some beautiful, beautiful lows. So there's that lovely squeeze here on gold. But yeah, we'll wait for this 5-minute close on gold. So yeah, we can have a look at crude for a potential short. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How did we close yesterday? Wow, very bearish. Look at that. Wow. Huge tap into this resistance level. Remember, we said yesterday it's not a level where we want to be buying or taking new trades from, but that's a pretty huge rejection. A strong bearish close. Yeah, sells down into yesterday's low. Would make sense. Let's see. So you got yesterday's low sitting down just there. Let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. Let's have a look. You got some nice support down here. It's 64.50. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this looks very nice. You're already holding this resistance. You broke above, you've broken back below, you're holding it. So yeah, crude to come down and squeeze these lows. Yeah, this looks very nice. This looks really, really nice. So you'd want to see this this hold below, and then give a top wick, and then see if you can short this range. Yeah, crude actually looks really nice. You've got a lot of markets shaping up here. Let me see this on gold. Are we pushing just yet? Not just yet. We got 1 minute here, guys. 1 minute. And we got the London Open in 7 minutes. Yeah, crude looks nice for short. So yeah. Let's see. 15-minute trying to get back above here as well on gold. 15 minutes re-breaking high. You broke below. You broke right back above. Massive 15-minute fake out there. Look at that. 15-minute fake out along with a huge hourly liquidity grab. Look at that grab the lows. Massive, massive rejection. But we've got 6 minutes until this London's going to open. So I think our safest bet may be waiting for that to just wait for that hourly to close and then see if we can get our trade. Let's have a look at NQ. How did we close yesterday? Let's see. Let's get rid of all this analysis for a second. Ended up closing bullish yesterday. Wow, look at that. It closed bullish. Back above this resistance that was held for quite some time. So as long as the daily holds above there, you don't get any daily fake outs. That's a pretty strong close yesterday. Remember, guys, you got massive CPI news today. I know some of you guys are platinum. Yeah, platinum's been on a crazy run. I know some of you guys are saying you're getting pretty chopped up on NQ today. Well, you have to remember, you're trading before CPI. if it's your plan to trade for major news events, then you can't be too surprised if you see price range. I personally think gold's been way nicer than NQ today. So you can kind of see here on NQ, let's have a look. We've got a big resistance being formed. Big support down here. So you're at a bit of a 4 hour range here. Hourly time frame, let's have a look. Massive support, big resistance. You're pretty much right in the middle of the range. Again, like I say, guys, if you want to trade in a range before CPI, you have to accept that you're the one making that decision. You can't get, a lot of people trade these ranges and then get annoyed and frustrated at the markets as if it's the market's fault that it's ranging. You have to remember, you are in control of that, pressing that button. You are in control of deciding to enter the markets or not. And to me, this looks extremely, extremely choppy. I don't really see anything here, to be honest. Maybe you can pull back up some of this Asia sell-off here. I say maybe because it looks pretty ugly. I personally think gold is looking much, much, much nicer. But like I say, if you traded in this range and you got chopped up in this range, remember, we can't blame the markets for that. We're in control. We're in control of the decisions we make. The markets are neutral. Yeah, very true, Patrick. Yeah, he's still furious. He's not slapped. So yeah, NQ, massive range. I don't know why everyone's getting super eager about NQ. We're just ranging, guys. From one range to another. I personally think gold is looking much nicer, which we have that London Open in about 4 minutes, guys. In about 4 minutes. Remember, it's a big CPI. Look at this 50-minute here, guys. Look at this. Came up, grabbed some highs. Nice little sell-off here pre-London. And he came down, grabbed some lows, closing bullish, trying to get back above. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see NQ have a pullback. Yeah, Isaac, that's a great point. If you're getting chopped up, go to the higher time frame. Absolutely. Like I always say to you guys, you should only be using the lower time frame to execute trades based on what the higher time frame is telling you. And if you jump on the higher time frame and there's not really much presenting itself, well, then there's no benefit for you jumping down to the lower time frame other than you're going to start to think that you see things that aren't actually there. Look at that beautiful sunset. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, put massive head in the way. Beautiful sunset out there. It's gone up to 5 p.m. here. 5 p.m. here in Australia. So yeah, let's keep an eye on gold, guys. New green screen background, I know. I always like to switch up the background to pretend to you guys that I'm like traveling around. It's all just pretend. I'm just secretly in a dark room with a green screen. I'm pretending to be in Melbourne and Gold Coast. I'm pretending that I'm going to be in Bali tomorrow. Yeah, tap the glass. Go open them. Go open them glass doors. Exposed. Don't expose me like that on a Wednesday. So yeah, let's keep an eye on gold, guys. I personally think gold's going to be creating a nice opportunity. You're grabbing highs, you're breaking back below. So let's just wait for this hourly to close here, because you're still leaving a pretty steep rejection, but not as steep as it was looking like. So let's see. It depends on what time frame you're looking at. We've been bullish on gold since the Asian session. We've had amazing buys today in Asia. So it doesn't look very strong. It also doesn't look very bearish. You can see it from both sides right now. So that's a good indication, probably just to be a little bit patient. I wouldn't look at this and say, oh wow, this is so bearish that we go short. You're grabbing lows, you're breaking above, you're holding some resistance levels. So until we close back below major hourly levels here, sells aren't really of any interest to me personally. To me, you're grabbing previous hourly lows, holding a big breakout level. Well, we're looking to play a range in London today pre-CPI. So let's see if we can play the range. Yeah, 100% Patrick. Yeah, been back testing 30-minute morning and evening stars in London and Asia. It's insane how consistent they are. At least you take. Yeah, 100%. They work very, very well, man. If you're patient for them and you wait for them to come to you, like, man, it's so simple. Like even here today, like you're trading this, as soon as this grabs lows and breaks out, like that's an easy trade. But it's in here where everyone's trying to get chopped up. In here, everyone's trying to get chopped up. In here. Whereas if you actually just, watch the higher time frame, it can be so simple, but it just requires patience. Yeah, we can have like a platinum as well. We got London open in about 10 seconds here, guys. We got London open. Oh, nice. From the Whit Sundays in Queensland. Beautiful, Mark. Beautiful. 11 p.m. in Alaska. That's crazy. Alaska. Wow. What's in Alaska? I've never been to Alaska. That's crazy. You guys have got from Australia all the way to Alaska. That's crazy. Yeah, there's not really too much to both sides. I agree. There's not too much to the highs. There's not really too much to the lows. So I'm also looking for a bit of a range play here today. All right, guys. We have the London Open here. So hourly on gold, you came down, you tapped into previous hourly low, and you left a pretty steep rejection. I agree. There's not too much to the highs and lows, but we are at big hourly support. So with that being said, I don't really want to be a seller here. Personally, I'm not really too interested in being a seller here. If we can break some highs, I wouldn't be too surprised to see gold pull back into 33.61. Let's see this first 5 minute of the London Open here. 10 a.m. in Cyprus. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. 2 a.m. in Florida. You guys are on a late night grind. Late night grind on a Wednesday. That's what we like to see. So yeah, I'm not really too interested in the only way I'll short gold today is if we break these lows here, then I could be looking for a great short all the way back down to here. But right now, I'm personally not really too interested in shorts. Unless the markets tell me otherwise, I'm not really trying to short this on gold. 2 a.m. in Texas. Nice, nice, nice. 2 p.m. in Bangkok. Nice, cool. Very nice. Got people from everywhere. Got Europe, America, Bangkok, Alaska, Australia. Look at that. Nice. 790 people tuning in, guys. Remember, drop a like for the Topstep channel as well. Yeah, 5 p.m. Sydney. Yep, 5 p.m. for me here as well. I'm here in the Gold Coast. 15-minute fake out. Let me see. How did every other time frame close? Yeah, I mean it's not invalid, but as soon as it hits this resistance and fails to close above, you'd be managing pretty aggressively because you haven't really closed above the resistance yet. And there's no jump out higher time frame liquidity level, so there's no huge targets. So yeah, when you're taking them fake out trades, you want to be doing it with very, very clear targets. I may look for a buy stop soon here, guys. If we break out here on gold, I'm going to look for a buy stop, risking off this 5-minute low. And what would that be? You're looking for about 23 tick stop for about a 60 tick reward. 60 tick. Remember, guys, I'm trading combines today. It's pre-CPI, so we'll just trade the combines there. See this 5-minute close of the London session here. But this is a pretty nice rejection. Like I say, I'm anticipating that a lot of people are probably trying to do something like this. So this height here would be a pretty decent management point. Yeah, absolutely, man. So you could take a 15-minute fake out once a 30 minutes confirmed the move. So for example, for instance here, just an example, as this is grabbing the lows and rejecting, then you could be like, okay, cool. Now I can take a 15-minute fake out here, for example. Take that 15-minute fake out because you're rejecting massive hourly and 30-minute lows. So 15-minute came down, tapped into previous 15-minute lows, instantly rejecting. Let's see if we can get long here in 1 minute, guys. Hello from the Gold Coast. Just joined today. Welcome, welcome. Pleasure to have you in. In the right place, absolutely, absolutely. After CPI, is it usually good to trade? I mean, as long as you still have targets, you know, give it a little bit of time. It depends on how volatile the news is. But I like to give it a little bit of time. Give a little bit of time for the news to settle down. Let the markets find their feet, and then if you still have targets, absolutely, you can still get some trades. So we're grabbing the highs, grabbing the lows. Not enough for us to jump in longs just yet, guys. What about Dow? Why no love there? We can have a look at the Dow. We can have a look at the Dow, absolutely. When you copy trade on TopstepX, do you do all of them at once or only copy a few? I personally only copy a few. Like if I'm trading my XFAs, I'm only copy trading a few of them. I won't copy trade all of them. If I'm trading combines, you know, I'll copy trade the combines. I don't mind copy trading the combines, but For the funded accounts, yeah, I personally prefer to keep them. I prefer to keep them separate. Oh, look at this. Nice closure there in 4 seconds here, guys. Grab the lows, closing bullish. If we close bullish above these highs here, I'm going to look to get long. Or maybe an instant bottom wick and I might get long here on gold, guys. That's a pretty decent... Oh, that might be it. I was about to put in a buy stop there. Let's see. I was about to put in a buy stop there. Oh, that may have been it. That may have been it. Yeah, we'll have a look at the Dow in a second as well. That may have been it. I wasn't quick enough. Let me see if I can get an entry. Let me see. I'm looking for something like this. If we come down, I might put in a buy stop here in a second, guys. Do you recommend ATR for stop loss placement? It's not something I use. My stop loss is based off liquidity grabs. So this low here came down, grabbed the lows, therefore that's my stop loss. Because if that's a true liquidity grab, you won't need to break that. But if you do break that, you're going to end up going much lower anyway. So my stop loss always goes below the previous liquidity grab. So for instance here, if I was buying from here, stop loss goes below the low, the previous low that grabbed the last low. That's for me personally. Nice rejection from this resistance. We're bringing some sellers. But yeah, I mean, I've never used ATR, so I can't really say, to be honest. But is it something I personally use? Not really. Not to say you can't, but it's just not something I personally use. I used to use the ATR in my earlier days, but yeah, I just kind of found it a bit distracting, to be honest. I'm sure it has a place. I don't really need the ATR to tell me what the ranges are on gold. I can see it. I can see it right in front of me. All right, cool. So you're grabbing the highs, grabbing the lows. If we re-break this height here, we may be good to clear this range. So you're coming down. So you're also grabbing the highs. This is one bit skeptical. We are creating a little bit of a range here. Grabbing the highs, grabbing the lows. Maybe safest bet might be for a little breakout. Let's let this 5-minute close on gold. So let's have a look at the Dow. Someone said the Dow. I haven't looked at the Dow in a while. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Been on a great recovery. Same as NQ. Now you do have some very nice liquidity highs up here. That's a very nice high. I haven't looked at this in a while. Nice breakout last week as well. I like these highs here on NQ. NQ, the Dow, around 43,250. 43,250. But could you be coming down to grab some lows first? Again, I don't trade the Dow, so I'm just analyzing if this was the same way that I'd look at gold or NQ. But I'd be looking at this, I go, okay, cool. You have some nice highs up here, some nice resistance being created. Anyone who's trying to short here, I would imagine you have a lot of liquidity sitting above these highs. Could you pull back first before doing that? Yeah, possible. Let's let the intraday time frame tell us that. So let's see, what have we done here? Kind of see, we came down, grabbed the lows, broke out, grabbed the lows again, broke out. So I like the look of longs on the Dow. Again, I don't imagine it moves much in London. Like, I could be completely wrong. I've never looked at the Dow. You guys tell me, does it move in London? Let's have a look. I don't imagine it moves. We kind of got nice. When was that? On the 9th, nice squeeze there, 7 a.m. Where were we yesterday? Where's London here? Maybe a little bit later in the London. I guess you could get a bit of a sell-off. But you know, with CPI, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a range. But I would say if you can actually break out here, break back above this resistance, coming up and tapping into these highs at 4.3, which is a nice round psychological level as well. Let's put that on there, 4.3. Looks like a very nice target. Where have we gone? So here. Let's go. Let's make this 50%. For downside, I personally wouldn't really be too interested in shorting. Not to say you can't go bearish, but to me, you know, you're shorting right into support, so you can kind of get squeezed out pretty quick. So personally, I'd be waiting for a closure back above this resistance, and I'd see if you can play that range. If I was looking at the Dow, that's what I would be looking at. Let's have a quick look at Goldie. Make sure we're not missing anything. So 5 minute here, grabbing the lows, grabbing the highs, holding resistance, holding support. So a little bit of a range here on gold, which is fine. It's only we're only 5 minutes into London Open. We've got time here, guys. We've got time. Let's have a look. 30-minute. Yeah, big resistance, big support. Kind of any man's game for now. So 5 minute did actually close bearish. So if we're going to get long on gold, we'd need to see a fake out buy, because right now you've just grabbed highs and closed bearish. So no longs on gold just yet, guys. No longs just yet. NQ, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of NQ personally. I can see price having a pullback into this Asia resistance level. Do I think it's a trade that's worth my risk? I don't think so. You do have a nice little double top being formed there. Let's have a look at copper. We have can't leave copper out. Wow, look at this on copper. Aggressive range again on copper, guys. Copper can create these daily ranges for quite some time. You know, we saw that for pretty much the whole month of May. Copper was in an aggressive range. Let me just turn this music down a little bit. Which it looks like, yeah, the daily's kind of trapped again. You know, you're wicking out major highs, holding $5, closing bearish, bullish, rejecting the lows, rejecting the highs. Copper's in a pretty messy range. We do still have this liquidity level down here and here, so we kind of trapped copper in the middle of the range. Do I think there's any good opportunities to take on copper? Not really, to be honest. Unfortunately not. I do like price to come up and grab some lows, but I can also see price coming down to grab some highs. You can't hear the music? I thought I had some background music going on. Copper having a bit of a sell-off. Still looking for longs? No, I just said if the 5 minute closes bearish, we're not looking for longs. We need to see a 5 minute closure back above. As long as you close bearish, you can push down. If you close back above, great. But as long as you hold below, you may squeeze. But I just don't have any short targets, so I'm not selling gold. Sing for us. Yeah, I could sing. I could. Maybe if we get a gold trade. If gold's good to us, then maybe. Sing non-copyright music. Yeah, I'll try. But yeah, I'm not. The reason I'm not selling gold yet is because if you start shorting gold, you know, where's your targets? Previous hourly came down, grabbed the lows, and held support. So for me, there's no real short targets for me. The only way I would look to sell gold would be closer to like 9 a.m., which I'd let that hourly just break out, let the markets come to me, and then I would short it, which I think would just be a much easier sell, much more confirmed. Otherwise, if you sell now, you're shorting right into massive resistance. Big breakout level. So rather than trying to predict the markets, just trade what we see. We've broken above a level. We're grabbing lows. We're holding support. We also have a strong 4-hour breakout. So personally, I'm not too interested in shorting. Like I say, it's not to say you can't short. It's just not my trade personally. How do we check to see upcoming news events? You can go here to the Trader Hub. TopstepX has this linked into Financial Juice. Oh, that's weird. Then you can see all the news. To be honest, I don't really look at. I'm not really interested in the high impact news. And it'll be adjusted to your time zone as well. So for me, I'm in Australia. So the news tonight's at 10:30. Hourly Wickfield. Yeah, if you get a 30-minute closure, maybe even how's the 15 looking? Let me see. Let me see. Maybe even a 15 bearish closure. Where's the 15? Yeah, I mean, a 15 close like this, you're closing with a 15-minute evening star. So if you have a look here, so you're grabbing the highs, you're failing to close above. You're closing with an evening star. So yeah, if you can top wick, you could fill that hourly wick. For me, I'm not gonna take that trade, but it's looking possible now. But yeah, you can use I do use you can use Forex Factory as well, or you can also use Forex Live for news coming out. Oh, what's this? the Elon news is the Elon and Trump news is back on. I'm still holding some Tesla buys, and the news is back on. So 15 just closed bearish there, guys. If you re-break this low, there's the possibility to short. If you do want that trade, personally, I'm not going to take that trade. Sorry for the stupid question, but how do you create a buy stop? Hey, Andrew, there's no such thing as a stupid question here, man. You ask away any question you'd like. So if I want to set, let's say if I wanted to set at a sell stop right now, if you right click, you can go here, stop. So you can go sell stop on the break of the low. If I want to put in a buy stop, which I'll look for soon, then I'll put it above the highs or above current price, and that will give me the option to put the buy stop. Short now. Like I say, you're at 30 support, guys. Don't get too excited with what might happen. Just trade what's right in front of you. Hourly's grabbing lows and holding major support. It's not to say we can't go down, but if this pushes higher, this to me, I would look back at this trade and I would go, now it's not to say that it's going to happen, but if I short here before price is broken back below support, I'm going to look back at this trade and go, wow, that was a really silly trade. I would be much more comfortable seeing price break below, confirming what I'm thinking, and then shorting. I think everyone's so focused on trying to predict the markets. Trade what's right in front of you. We're holding massive hourly support. The higher time frame is what matters the most. A bullish closure here, and I'm going back to my long bias, guys. I'm going back to my long bias of buys up into this liquidity level. But yeah, there's no such thing as a stupid question here, Andrew. You guys can ask away. You guys can ask away any question. There's no egos here. No such thing as stupid questions. You guys can ask away any questions. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people are trapped in shorts. I think a lot of people are going to be short on something like this. That's the reason I'm trying to buy. For me personally, it's not to say that you can't short. Why would I sell hourly support? It just doesn't make sense, right? You're going to sell hourly support because you've had a 5-minute bearish closure. Well, remember, the higher time frame is what paints the picture. The 5-minute is just is for execution. And to me, this is looking good. Yep. How do you find support and resistance zones? Good question. It's just done off higher time frame. So right now, I'm kind of looking at this massive zone, and it is a big zone, which is why it makes it a little bit soft. There's potential morning star plane here. I just look at the wicks, massive wicks, and bodies that break above and then break back below. Fake outs and huge pushes. So when I draw my zones, I'm looking here. I'm going, cool, some nice wicks here, some nice wicks here. Beautiful wicks here, beautiful wicks here. Lovely breakout and holding it as support. So I'm just trying to go through as many high time frame wicks as I can and as little bodies. Let's not do that. Maybe. I don't think so, though. I don't think it does. Let's see, guys. If we get a strong 5-minute closure here, guys, I'm going to look for longs. I'm going back to my original bias. Let's see. That's why I said I'm not selling. Yeah, look for the areas with the most wicks. Remember, guys, we're just in a range as well. You know, as I said, don't get too trigger happy. Don't get too eager to jump in a trade. We're just in a range. We have support here. We have resistance here. Let's just let the markets come to us. If we break back above this resistance, we have very nice targets. We also have a bullish 4-hour close. Look, the 4-hour broke out. It's holding resistance. Super simple. Super simple. So if you re-break these 4-hour highs, you know, you're going to look back and you're going to look like, wow, that was a really obvious trade. So let's see. Understanding we are in a little bit of a range. If I do trade today, guys, like I say, it's just going to be on the combine. I'm not going to trade my fund accounts. Let's see. Yeah, long from 33.57. Beautiful, man. Beautiful on the break of these highs here. Very nice. In 35 seconds, I might join you. Can you trade futures using mobile phone with Topstep? Yes, you can log into Topstep X on the on your phone, man. Yep. Just on a web browser, you can use Topstep X. Instant bottom wick on the next 5, guys, and I'm going to look for a buy stop. And I'm looking to play these highs here and these highs here. So I say to you guys, you know, it's not to say you can't sell, but remember, if you short, you're selling gold at hourly support. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not to say that it can't squeeze, but it's more so just, you know, don't be so fixated on trying to predict the markets all the time. If you want to go short, why not just wait for price to break the support? It's not going to break the support and just drop out of nowhere and you're going to miss it. So if you do want to go short, well, just let price close below, confirm that what you're thinking is correct, great, and then you take a trade. I think everyone's so, you know, in the earlier days, myself included, so worried that the markets are always going to move so fast that you're always going to miss it. But then you end up just trading what you think all the time. We're not here to trade what we think. We're here to trade what's right in front of us. Bottom wick on this 5 minute, guys. I'm going to look for some longs. Can't phone in a very nice. How many trades do I take? On average, I'd say I'm average like 1 to 2 a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Oh, look at this lovely squeeze here, guys. I really wanted to get in a little bottom wick here. Anyone who's selling, guys, here, stop sitting just above these highs. So I said I'm not shorting here, gold. Guys, I just want to see a little bottom wick so I could set a buy stop here. Maybe enough to squeeze from here. Anyone selling here is going to be getting pretty nervous and squeezed out here in a second. And that's what gold loves to do. Look at that. Beautiful. Ow, look at that. Just a lovely morning star play. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely. Rejected. Grabbed the lows. Held support. You're buying up into previous hourly highs and minimum target. So I want to see if I can get in here. I'd love to be in on this 5 minute break of the high, but it's just no bottom wick. But like I said, guys, like I said earlier, people shorting here where they sit in their stops just above this resistance. So that's my liquidity target here on gold. And then everyone goes, gold's so manipulated. No, gold's beautiful. This is lovely. This is everything we've been speaking about. Do you pay attention to VWAP? I do briefly, to be honest, man. It's not something I would take trades off, but it's something I keep an eye on. Oh, there wasn't a spot chart, really. I missed it. You're in, yeah, nice. Yeah, that 5 minute breakout there was beautiful. If you were quick enough to quickly execute that, that was great. You had a strong 5 minute fake out along with your overall hourly levels. Do you have a bottom one? Well, I don't have one. I think there wasn't. Yeah, the guy said there wasn't the currency chart, but I didn't get one now. I would have put on a quick buy stop. But lovely quick squeeze there. What, you got an instant like 20 plus ticks? You're trying to play up for at least 60. So I'll make it in on maybe the next 5 potentially. But yeah, lovely squeeze here on gold, guys. Lovely squeeze. So to the guys who are selling, you know, it's not a case of someone's right and someone's wrong, but it's just to make you guys aware. Don't always think that the markets are just going to move without you. Trade what's right in front of you, not what you think. And this is a prime example of trading what you think. Sorry, this is a prime example of trading what you see. Like I said to you guys, if you want to go short, which is fine, go short once price breaks below. Otherwise, if you try and short, you're shorting hourly support. Like I said before this even pushed up, if you short, you end up going back to the higher time frame and you go look at your 5 minute short and you go, wow, why on earth was I trying to short hourly support? It just doesn't make sense. If you want to sell gold, well, just wait for price to close below and sell it at like 9 a.m. and you'll get a much easier trade. But what you want to be doing, and this is where I think a lot of people get stuck, is they end up just trading what they see all the time. Don't worry too much. They end up trading what they think all the time. Don't worry so much about what you think. We're not paid to trade on what we think. We're paid to trade what's right in front of us. What's right in front of us is massive hourly support. And that's why I was looking for these longs on Goldie. And I'm still looking for these longs on Goldie. I just didn't get a 5 bottom wick here. Yeah, on the micros, yep. On the micros. Yeah, see, on the micros is good because you would have got a quick buy stop. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you had a little one. So on that quick little bottom wick, that's where I'd set my buy stop. And you're already tagging these highs here as well, which is interesting. Where are we? Let me go back to my chart. About to get a lovely 30-minute closure here as well, guys. Remember, you had that 30-minute fake out as well. 30-minute broke below, broke right back above. This is looking strong. This is looking nice. You prefer London or New York? London. I very rarely trade New York, to be honest. I do sometimes, but very rarely. Asia and London is more than enough for me. I find London, it's not to say you can't trade New York. You can get great trades in New York. But for me personally, I get more than enough opportunities in Asia and London multiple times a day. So I just focus on them too. For me, New York's at like 1 a.m. So it's not to say that you can't trade it. Like gold gives great opportunities in New York. We still get some great trades in New York. But yeah, more so just for my schedule, lifestyle, time zone, etc. London suits me much better. It's nice to know that, when you trade gold, you can pretty much suit gold to, you could just trade gold in the Asian session or just trade gold in London or just trade gold in New York and you'll get great opportunities. All right, so we're coming down, tapping into the lows here. If we re-break some highs, I might look for a buy stop here. We are going to get this 30-minute close in 5 minutes though. You can kind of see here how you haven't grabbed these highs, but I don't know if it's going to weigh anything, but you did just tap into it here on this chart. I don't have the currency chart open, but it got grabbed on the currency. Yeah, cool, there you go. So it's been grabbed. Nice one, cheers, Zoom guys. It's been grabbed on the currency chart. So although it hasn't been grabbed here, if you guys look at XAUUSD, it has been grabbed on that. So that's very important. Hi Aaron, does gold has options interset or option chain? I'm not too sure what you mean, sorry man. Do you trade gold full or micro? I trade minis on gold. Minis to get all of these. I was trading micros in March or April. I think April, because the ranges were just insane. But now that markets have calmed down a little bit again and we're getting back to our like 50 to 100 tick ranges, yeah, I'm back to minis. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let me see if I can show you guys the currency chart. I'll show you guys after. Yeah, but when I look at the currency chart, just XAUUSD. I correlate the two because sometimes the futures chart might leave a double top, and you might try to buy up into it. But if it's been grabbed on the currency chart, then the futures chart doesn't always have to grab it. So I like to correlate the two together. Aaron, how long does it take you to find a strategy that worked for you? And did you try other stuff? Yes, I tried way too many strategies. I went round and round in circles following way too many strategies for the first like 2 years. I wasted like 2 to 3 years just jumping from strategy to strategy, trying to find some sort of secret golden shiny indicator, but it just doesn't exist. So yeah, I wasted a lot of time. It took me a long time to kind of find my feet. But again, you have to try different things to know what works for you. Trading would be great if the first strategy we did resonated with us and made a lot of sense. Some people that's the case. For me personally, it took me a long time to find a strategy that made the most sense to me. And it's not to say they didn't work, they just didn't really work for me. So then I kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, cool. I like trading liquidity and I like trading just price actions. Now I'm going to build my whole strategy just around that. But yeah, I did loads of different courses, loads of different strategies. But in trading, knowing too much can actually be a bad thing. So then I kind of got to a point where I was like, I need to actually simplify this because I got grabbed on the currency. Yep, good spot. So that's why I'm not buying the futures right now because this high has actually been grabbed on the currency chart. So if I'm buying the futures, as soon as the currency hits the highs, I'm break even. So even if I did take this buy here, I'd be break even here, guys. But yeah, you need to try different things, try different tools, and just find what works for you. Like I say, something that works for someone might not work for you. Like the way I trade liquidity and price action, you guys might love it. Some guys might not like it. But for me, yeah, simplicity and price action, I just find to be the most consistent. And it also helps me execute well. I feel like the more the hardest thing in trading is having good execution. That's where most people go wrong. They hesitate all the time because they're so scared to lose. Well, if you have 100+ different indicators on your chart, well, no wonder you're hesitating. No wonder you're always scared because you're thinking about so many different things. And if you have, 10 plus confluences to get in a trade, you're overcomplicating it. Some of the best traders I know literally trade simple price action, maybe a handful of indicators or tools, and that is it. And they just focus on just executing well because they're not scared about being wrong. They don't care about being wrong. They also don't care about being right. They just want to execute well. If I was in this, my stop would be below here. The reason I'm not jumping in, I'm just waiting for this 30-minute close, which has just closed. So 30 minutes still closed, very bullish there, guys. So that's still, to me, looking like we could actually continue squeezing higher. Nice 15-minute close there as well. Let me see. Hourly, again, you still haven't tapped. Oh, no, you did on the currency. That's right. You did tap the previous highs on the currency. That's what makes it a little bit tough. But yeah, if I was in stops below the last liquidity low, which is here, you grab the lows here, held it. So if I was buying here, stop loss would be down below there. You're trying to play it back up into these highs. Yeah, let go of the ego. Absolutely, man. That's it. Let go of the ego. You know, let go of the want to always be right all the time. Like I say to you guys, like I don't care about being right or wrong. All I care about is executing my plan and letting the probabilities play out. But most people don't have the data to know. Oh, lovely. Gold still squeezing the highs there. Most people don't have the data to know that their plan works over a long period of time. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I used to be so focused on, trying to hold the massive trades like the big home runs well, but I don't really care to anymore. Gold having a lovely squeeze here, guys. This is why I said we weren't shorting, but I would love to be in these longs. 50% out. Yeah, nice. If we hadn't grabbed these highs in the currency, I'd be buying from here. Like, you came down, grabbed the lows. Like, if these hadn't been grabbed on the currency, that would make a lot of sense. You'd be managing straight away because the futures has still grabbed it. You're also tapping in some big hourly levels as well. What currency chart do you look at? CFD? Yeah, I just use the XAUUSD, use the Oanda chart. I find that to be the most reliable. I do all my execution here on Topstep and a lot of my analysis here, but I use that as just an extra confluence to look at these liquidity grabs. 50% out. Nice work, Brad. Nice work, man. Well, liquidity's been hit, so there isn't any. There's no new levels to hit. You're grabbing highs, you're grabbing lows. You're failing to actually break out here. So there's no new entries because there's no targets. Targets have been hit here. Nah, IB strategy on gold. I actually haven't. No, I haven't. I would be interested to see the numbers behind it more. But no, I've never tried it. I've never tried it personally. So we're grabbing the highs here, guys. Now we're grabbing the lows, grabbing the highs, failing to break out. Like I said, this is the range that we're looking to play gold in today. We're trading gold before CPI, so we're basically accepting that we're going to be trading a range today. And that's all we're really looking for. NQ still chopping as well, guys. Nothing missed on NQ. Wow, copper with the big sell-off. Look at that on copper. Wowee. Copper with the sell-off. You guys are saying platinum. Is platinum still booming? Yeah, platinum's been on an absolutely insane run. Like I was saying to the guys, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I've never traded platinum before, but this is insane. Like, this is huge. Started from the 5th of June. Like, this is crazy. What is that as a percent? It's like a 16% return. That's absolutely huge. So with this grab in the highs, tapping into some big resistance to the left, you're now back at the highs of the range. So any early sellers here on gold, I believe, would have got squeezed out nicely. So now that they've been squeezed out, now could it be time for a bit of a pullback? Yeah, maybe. You're at resistance, you're at support. This is the range you're playing with. You want to trade this range? You're more than welcome to. But like I say, don't be frustrated if you get chopped up in this range. Was up 100 ticks this morning, looking for the big move, then hit my break even. It depends on like what was your targets, man? Were you targeting what 300 plus ticks or something? But yeah, trying to take a huge move before CPI is pretty crazy. Yeah, you're not gonna get a huge move before news. The big moves are gonna come with the news. 100 ticks is a big move though. 100 ticks is a huge move, man. One contract's $1,000. That's huge. But yeah, personally for me, I would never let a 100 tick trade come back to break even. But again, it depends. If you plan for it to be a 300 tick trade, well, that's the plan that you know works. That's what you stick with. But if you're just trying to hold it for, yeah, crazy runners for no real reason, then yeah, obviously that's not what we want to do. My view app setup, I don't, it's just the standard, to be honest. I haven't really changed anything there. I have a problem with going to break even too quickly. If you're going to break even too quickly, again, you're probably just trying to trade the P&L. You're scared to lose. You can only go to break even once price has fully cleared areas, or once it's hit liquidity, for example. But yeah, if you take it to break even, it can be more annoying than taking a loss. So just let your trades breathe. Refining like that, you know, comes with time. But if you break even too quick, yeah, you're probably too scared of, you know, not losing money. Which you just got to let the trade breathe. You got to let the trade play out. It's great when you get the, you know, the perfect entries and price just pushes you and quickly go break even, but it's not always the case. 34 ticks due to trendline. Nice. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, you kind of got trendline coming up as well. You just grabbing some highs. Yeah, nice. Nice execution there, man. Breaking that 5-minute high was beautiful. 31 ticks is great there. Really, really nice. We're doing a 50k combine. Is there any leverage available, or is it 50k your maximum position size? Your max position size is 5 contracts, which is huge. You don't need to be trading anywhere near 5 contracts. To pass all my accounts here on gold, I'm only ever trading 1 on the 50. One contract is more than enough. Aaron in the chat. Hey Aaron, what's going on? Where's my Topstep hat? My Topstep hat is it's not made it to the stream today, mate. I'll get it on for you next time, man. I'll get it on for you next time. Good to see you in here, man. Hope you're doing well. I'll get it on yeah, I'll get it on next time for you. Especially just for you, Aaron to Aaron. So yeah, just a little bit of a range here on Goldie today, guys. We kind of called this nice buy up into this liquidity level. You're holding the resistance, holding the lows. You're kind of right back into the middle of the range, which is what I mentioned, guys. You know, you're expecting a range day today. Good to see you. Yeah, you too, man. You too. Appreciate you tuning in. Why do you trade different contract size on Combine? What's your favorite one? What do you mean, man? I'm not too sure what you mean. What's my favorite one? My favorite size? So you're grabbing that. Now that you've grabbed the highs here, you've stopped out any early sellers. Now could this be time that you actually start to get the downside squeeze? Maybe. Any early sellers here would have been squeezed out pretty nicely here on gold. But again, like I said earlier, if I want to sell gold, I'm going to let the markets come to me. I'm going to let the markets show me that we're bearish, we're grabbing highs, or we're closing bearish. Great, then I'll get my short. We're not paid on what we think is going to happen, guys. We're paid on what's happening right in front of us. My account size. Yeah, my favorite account size is probably the 50s or 100s, to be honest. I am trying to swap out some of these 50s for the 100s. But yeah, I do find the 50s the easiest to trade because I can just stick to one contract and trade it pretty comfortably. So if I trade the 100s, yeah, I'm sticking to 2, sometimes 3, depends on the risk. But I think, you know, getting consistent on the 50s, you guys can get great payouts trading the 50s. So, you know, just focus on the consistency more than anything. You don't need to, you know, you don't need to be trading 5+ accounts. You know, it's a point that you can get to at some point, but what you want to focus on is just getting consistent. Get consistent at, you know, just trading one instrument, one size, and one session. Runners closed at break even. Yeah, good break even there, man. You're kind of grabbing some highs, and you know, now that we're grabbing these hourly highs, could it be time for a pullback? Maybe. We'll see based on the closure. That's a lovely grab of the hourly highs. So any sellers here on gold, you know, where they got short from here, where they set their stops, right just above that previous hourly high. So they've just been squeezed out. So if we now actually close below the support, great. Now the markets have shown us we've grabbed liquidity and we're closing bearish. Now we can go short. So we're reacting to what the markets are showing us. That's why I say to you guys, don't predict too much, just react. So we reacted off the fact that price is holding support. Great, you go long, trade what you see. But now if we grab highs and close bearish, great, we react to sells. Trade what's right in front of us. The closer I get to passing a combine, the more stupid I get the trades. Any advice? Again, it comes back to you're probably trading the P&L. You're probably trading the fact that you're close to passing and you attach emotion to that. Because you start thinking to yourself, oh wow, like this is it. If I pass this account, like this is it. Like I'm going to start making real money in trading. So you're attaching emotion to the stage of a combine. And that's why we say to you guys, don't trade the P&L, don't trade the level of the combine, don't trade however many green $200 days, just trade the charts and focus on good trades. You know, my trading decisions aren't based upon how far I am up in a combine or how many green days I might have on my $200 accounts. On my $200 days. My trading decisions are based on the candlesticks right in front of me. So the only reason you start taking stupid trades when you're close to passing is because you're associating feeling with that and you're associating emotions with that. Whereas, like I said, the more you focus on trying to pass these accounts, the harder it's going to be. Whereas, like I always say to you guys, if you just focus on taking good trades and becoming the best trader that you can be, you are going to pass and you're going to make money. But the more you focus on the money, the more you focus on trying to pass these accounts, the more you focus on trying to get the $200 green days, the harder it is. On my main London account, I think I have about 37 green $200 days, but not any of my trading decisions were based on trying to hit that. They just happened from just taking good trades and just focusing on candles, focusing on what's right in front of you. That's why I say to you guys, hide the balance, hide the minimum loss limit, go on your settings and change this to ticks and do anything you can to detach from the money and just focus on taking good trades. If you take good trades, you're going to get funded and you're going to make money. So that's all you want to focus on. Don't focus on what stage you're at in the combine. I still get emotional feelings in trading, but I now just recognize them and react to them very differently. Like if I get fear of missing out for whatever reason, I'll just walk away. I won't react off that emotion. So you need to have emotions and just do something else. Money copy trading him. When he streams. I make more money copying him than trading on my own. Always burn account when I'm not with him at all. Yeah, it's because I guess you have like someone watching you to not make the decisions. I guess to not make silly decisions. Yeah, nice one, Brad. See you tomorrow, man. Yeah, I make more money copying than trading on my own. Yeah. It's easy to make crazy decisions when you're on your own, and it kind of all the logic goes out the window sometimes. Is my stream lagged? Is the YouTube stream lagging, guys? Let me just have a quick check. Just focus on emotional feelings in trading, but I now just Is it alright for you guys on Zoom? I don't know, my Wi-Fi has just gone down. It's fine on Zoom? Okay. I don't know how the YouTube just went out there. Maybe it's back up. All right, looks to be back up. Apologies, guys. OBS like kind of died out there for a second. Thought it was me. No, it was me. It was me. I think it should be back on now. It should be back on. It's like my internet or the OBS just went funny for a second. Thought it was me. Yeah, fresh. Cool. What was I saying? Yeah, Goldie. Let's have a look here, guys. Goldie's creating some aggressive ranges today, guys. Remember, don't get too eager here. We're just in a range. It's still lagging. Yeah, my OBS keeps going like in and out for some reason. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Why is it doing that today? Been fine all day. It's lagging. Yeah, sorry guys. I think it's my internet being a bit funny today. It's probably a good sign to be probably a good sign with gold creating such aggressive ranges to not go too crazy. It's better for me. Cool. Seems good now. Cool, cool, cool. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know why it was my kind of OBS just went in and out there for a second. Yes, the market makers. Yeah, it's a really good sign to just let gold do its thing. To be honest, gold's creating some pretty aggressive ranges today, guys. Grabbing highs, we're breaking lower, breaking back above. Some big chop on gold today, guys. Which, like I said, is completely expected. Pre-CPIs, pre-major users is no surprise. NQ coming up for the highs as well. All good, awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's the market maker saying, Aaron, don't trade today. No, Aiden, not tomorrow. Friday I will be though. I won't land to the Airbnb in time. But yeah, we'll be back on same as you guys on YouTube. I won't be on stream tomorrow as I'm flying into Bali for the trading retreat. But I'll be back on Friday. We'll be back on Friday and end the week off strong. So yeah, I won't be trading tomorrow. Look at this range on gold today, guys. I'm pretty happy to just, like I say, just be sitting on my hands and just share stuff with you guys. You know, how many people do you think will be getting chopped up in these ranges and blown accounts? I think a lot. Not trading is also trading, guys. Add some nice calls into the liquidity level. It's just a bit too choppy for me to want to risk my money on it. That's okay. You know, sometimes you might call a good move, but the range might not be worth it. So you can take the win from that. Yeah, trading retreat means bad volume next week. Yeah, I'll still get some volume in there, guys. You guys on Zoom will still do plenty of market calls on the trading retreat as well. Let's see. I do, like I say, guys, I do like these highs here on gold. You kind of squeezed. But the trading retreat is it's for just 1 week. So it's for all of next week, Monday to Friday, and then we'll be straight back the week after as well. Thank you, squeezing these highs here. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be taking a lot of losses today, guys. Remember, losses are lessons. If you traded today and you got chopped up in all these ranges, you just have to, remind yourself, well, you can't get annoyed at the markets. You have to accept that, you made the decision to trade before major news. Where it's very easy to blame the markets or blame someone else or blame this or blame that. You have to accept that you decided to trade before CPI. And if you decide to take that risk, or if you don't like that risk, well, then just don't take the trade. Trade a combine, for example. I've kind of said today we got CPI. We're creating some big ranges on gold. Asia had a great move. So I'm like, okay, cool. Does it make sense for me to trade my funded accounts? Not really. So trade a combine instead. Zoom, guys, give me 2 seconds. But yeah, YouTube guys, I'm gonna wrap up there. I have to get ready because I need to go pack because I have the I'm going to Bali first thing tomorrow morning for the trading retreat next week, and I've done absolutely zero packing. So good session this morning, guys. Gold having a nice squeeze here. That's why I mentioned that I'm not looking to short gold today, guys. It's kind of tough to see gold having a nice push now. But yeah, it's a little bit of a range bound day today, guys. Like I say, you have CPI today, which is going to be the main key mover here. And we'll be back again on Friday, guys. So I'll see you on Friday for the London session. Trade safe with CPI today, guys, and trade safe tomorrow. And I'll see you guys same time again on Friday. So trade safe, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.